Okay, so just a couple of things before we start. Um, so I know a few people are new on the call on the meeting. So what I do is I've placed everybody on mute.
Okay, so
whoa,
just a couple
feedback.
of things before we start.
Whoa. Okay. All right, I think I've got it. See, it's a big learning curve. I'm learning new things every single day with this new technology for me. So I've placed everyone on mute, and that's just so that we don't have like a whole lot of like noise coming in and getting a little bit of feedback. But if you do need to ask a question or something, you can unmute yourself and just pipe in with a question if you need to. And then just be sure to place yourself back on mute once you're done, so that again we minimize the noise feedback, and that gives us the best chance of you being able to hear me pretty well. This time in the morning has been okay. We haven't had too many disruptions, so to speak, as yet. But as you know, like the later ones in the day, sometimes the audio gets a little crazy. So that's that. And for those of you who are newer to my class, or even newer to Jivamukti, I just wanted to give a little sort of brief on how the whole thing is gonna go. So we're gonna incorporate sort of all of the major sort of parts of yoga. We're going to do some meditating. We're going to do a little bit of chanting, which is of course optional. And then physically, we're going to try to get to all the major parts of the body. So we're going to do standing and forward bending and twisting and back bending and kind of all the major movement groups, so that hopefully, by the end, we feel like, completely yogified through and through. Okay. So for this morning's practice, we're actually going to come right into downward facing dog. So go ahead and make your way onto your mat if you're not there already, and start in a hands and knees position. And then from hands and knees, go ahead and walk the hands forward a little bit, tuck the toes under, and make your way back into downward facing dog. So lifting the hips up and back. And from your downward dog, really liven up the legs. Try to straighten the arms so much that you almost even feel sort of the outer skin of the elbows tightening up and firming up. And start to deepen the breath. And I have a short reading that I'll do while we sort of warm up our bodies here. If we had the consciousness to see the impact of our choices on our greater world, which is our greater heart, then we would see that we are a more part of life on this earth than our society allows us to recognize. We're part of each other's dreams, depth, and prayer. We're part of each other's aspirations and needs. We're part of each other's fulfillment. Come forward into a plank pose. Bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. And then as you exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin down to the floor. Inhaling, slide forward into cobra, point the feet. And then exhale, tuck the toes under, move the seat back to the feet, and then extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, come forward into a plank. And as you exhale, lower halfway down like a high to low push-up for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. If we want to reduce the level of fear in our societies, in ourselves, in our bodies and nervous systems, it's all the same process. Start to walk the feet forward towards the hands and fold forward over the legs. We would have to question all the things that we do, our daily lives. The thing that the environmental movement has brought forth is the recognition of how interwoven we are with the natural world. What we do to the forests, what we do to the oceans, the rivers, the great biosphere, eventually we do to ourselves. If we poison the air, we poison ourselves. And when we grasp the degree in which we are interrelated and interconnected with all of life, we start to be a vehicle of life itself. With the benefit of all the information and all the wisdom of experience that we can tune to, we can then expand to our higher self, our real self, our true nature. So now separate the feet about mat width distance apart or so. Bend the knees and come into a deep squatting position with the hands together at the center of the chest and lift up tall in the upper body. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Lift your hips up and fold forward over your legs. And then bring the feet all the way together now. Bring the arms behind the back, interlace the hands together into one fist. Stretch the arms away from the back and let the weight of the arms help the upper body to go down. So really kind of giving way to the pull of gravity against the arms. With your inhale, bend your knees deeply. Lift up all 10 toes away from the floor. So you kind of liven up the soles of the feet there. And then lift your head and chest, look forward. Keep lifting the arms as best you can away from the back. As you exhale, relax the toes down, straighten the legs, fold forward and let the head go down. Do that again. Lift your toes, bend your knees, open your chest and look forward. Exhale, toes down, extend knees, head goes down. Inhale, lift toes, bend knees, look forward. This time you'll stay. Exhale, 1. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now keep the arms doing what they're doing. Inhale, stand all the way up. Lift the top of the chest. Exhale, bring the chin in the direction of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Lift your head to center. And then keeping the fingers interlaced, bring both hands all the way over towards the left side of the waist there. And then squeeze the elbows as if you wanted to squeeze the elbows together. And keeping the shoulders level to one another, bring your left ear in the direction of your left shoulder. And then lift your head to the center, reach the arms back behind you, and then bring both hands all the way over to the right waist. Squeeze the elbows towards one another and bring the right ear in the direction of the right shoulder. Lift the head up to the center, reach the arms back, and then release the arms and reach the arms up overhead. Clasp the hands together into one fist and stretch your knuckles up to the ceiling as you press down through both feet. Inhale a breath here. As you exhale, bend to the left side. Inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, lift up to the center. Exhale, left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, right for 4. Inhale to the center. Exhale, left. 5. We're going to 10. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend for 6. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. 7. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. 8. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend. 9. Inhale, center. Exhale, 10. Inhale, lift all the way upright. And then place your fingertips just right on the tops of your shoulders. And then draw like big circles in the air with your elbows. Go really, really big. It's good to go slow enough that you can sort of feel every part of the rotation in the shoulder. And see if you can almost like bring the elbows as if you wanted to touch them together as you come through center, even if that's not happening. Good. Just really feeling all of the possibilities of movement in the shoulder. Good. And then other way. Try to touch like every degree on that big wide circle. Good, and then clasp your hands behind your head. Inhale the breath. Exhale, arch back with straight legs. Lean your head back into your hands. Inhale. Exhale, arch back just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, arch back just a little bit more. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, release the arms alongside the body. And now take a moment to close the eyes. And typically we set an intention for practice, meaning that we sort of dedicate our efforts, we dedicate our actions to the benefit of someone else or some or many other beings, right? So it could be a singular being, or it could be an entire group of beings. For example, all of the people who are ill, or all of the people who are aiding those who are sick. And we'll do 3 Oms, 3 Shantis, and a Hari Om all together, which is of course optional. So standing all the way at the front part of the mat, join the legs and the feet together, preparing now for sun salutations or Surya Namaskar. Arms alongside the body, gaze straight ahead of you. Exhale a full breath out. With an inhale, hands together, reach the arms up overhead. With an exhale, fold forward over both legs, hands to the floor. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull the chest forward, point the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bend the knees. Inhale, hop or step forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms. Again, just like that, hands together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Again, try to breathe through the nose, even if it feels unnatural or strange at first. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, either step the feet between the hands or hop forward. Exhale, fold. Hands together. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach your arms forward and up, arch the back. Exhale, bend the knees, swing the arms all the way around behind the back, interlock the hands, folding forward. Inhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back to lunge, lift your head. Exhale, plant the hands down and step all the way back to downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, forward into plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower halfway down like a high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feet press down, chest lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, touch the knees, the chest, and the chin down to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, sit all the way back towards the feet, and then extend the legs downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot all the way forward between the hands, lift your head. Exhale, left foot next to the right foot, straight legs fold forward. Inhale, soften the knees, hook the thumbs, reach the arms up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, swing the arms all the way around behind, interlock the hands and fold. Inhale, hands to the floor, step the left foot back, look forward, lunge. Exhale, step all the way back, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward into plank pose, straight arms and legs, lift your head. Exhale, look forward as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, touch the knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes. Move the seat all the way back to the feet. And then extend the legs downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot next to the left foot, straight legs fold forward. Inhale, soften the knees, hook the thumbs, reach the arms up and arch back. Exhale, stand up and release the arms. With an inhale, deeply bend the knees now and reach the arms up. Last sun salutation, here we go. Exhale, hands to the floor, fold forward. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, turn the back heel down, reach all the way up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, each side. Inhale, right foot forward, turn left heel down, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, place the hands down, step right into a plank and lower halfway. Elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Last times for now. Inhale, step left foot forward. Right heel down, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back and lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Bend the knees. Inhale, hopper step forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, stand up and release the arms. Okay, moving on now. Separate the feet a few inches apart. Feet are parallel, hands on your waist. With your inhale, lift up your chest, arch back, see the ceiling. Exhale, bend forward over both legs. Grab hold of the big toes, yogic toe lock. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, fold forward, top of the head, reaching down towards the floor. Now, if the legs aren't all the way straight, that's okay, but keep attempting to straighten them gently, almost like with each exhale, you're trying to open up the back of the knee, the soft part of the knee, a little bit at a time. And then with your inhale, lift your head and your chest. And then slide the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet. And as you exhale, fold forward. Pull the top of the head down in the direction of the floor. Again, the legs don't have to be all the way straight, but at least start to straighten them, even if it just starts as an idea in your mind. And then with the inhale, lift your head and your chest. Exhale, hands on your waist. Inhale, lift all the way upright to a standing position. Exhale, feet and legs together, arms alongside the body. With an inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to the earth, fold forward. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hop, step, or walk back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, turn the back heel down, lift all the way up to warrior 1. Exhale, open the hips and arms to the side. Good, inhale, straighten the right leg, and then keeping both legs straight, reach all the way out to the right for triangle or trikonasana. Right hand down, left arm up, breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Inhale, strong legs here. Exhale, 2. Inhale, try to make one straight line with the arms. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, stand upright. Arms parallel to the earth. Exhale, bend the right knee for warrior 2. Try to get the shoulders directly over the hips, so trunk is straight up and down. And then have the right knee bending all the way over the right ankle, with the center of the right knee pointing straight forward over the second and third toe. 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. With an inhale, straighten the right leg. With an exhale, bend the right knee. Place the right hand down outside of the right foot and reach the left arm over the left ear for extended side angle pose. Inhale, press down through the outer edge of the left foot. So don't let that outer edge of the foot peel up off the floor. Exhale, 1. Inhale, push your right knee strongly back against your right arm for 2. Inhale, turn your chest more for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Start to straighten the front leg and then move the back foot in just a little bit closer. Now, extend both legs, firm up the upper legs. So almost like pulling your kneecaps and the centers of the thighs upwards. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward, chin to your shin. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, press down firmly through both heels for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. With an inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, just exhale the breath out. Maybe move the hands a little bit more forward. And then with an inhale, lift the left leg all the way up towards the ceiling for standing splits. And then exhale, fold forward. You might be able to walk your hands back to frame your right foot. If that's not happening, don't worry. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now, with an inhale, lift your head and chest. Try to lift your left leg even a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, bend both knees and bring your left knee almost all the way to the floor on the outside of your right foot, but don't set it down on the floor. With an inhale, extend both legs, reach up. Exhale, bend both knees, spiral almost all the way down. Inhale, extend both legs, reach up. Exhale, bend both knees. Go ahead and place the left knee all the way on the other side of the right foot and sit down for seated spinal twist. With an inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right side. Right hand goes behind. Look all the way over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Stay with the breath. Rhythmic breathing. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, turn to face front. Exhale, counter twist. Inhaling, turn to face front. Swing the right leg all the way around behind you. And with an exhale, step all the way back to downward facing dog. Other side, step the left foot forward, right heel down, reach all the way up, warrior 1. Exhale, open hips and arms to the side. Inhale, straighten the left leg, both legs straight. And exhale, reach out to the left for triangle. Left hand touches the left leg, right arm reaches up. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Make both legs nice and strong underneath you. Breathe out, 2. Spread and lengthen the toes. Breathe out, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way upright. Exhale, bend the left knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale, try to tuck the tailbone so you're almost pointing it down towards the floor between the feet. 2. Inhale, lift the top of the chest. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Place the left hand down outside of the left foot. Reach the right arm all the way over the right ear. Extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, both hands to the floor. Now, hop the back foot in a small step closer and pivot the right toes to face a bit more forward than to the side. Then straighten both legs. Lift your head, lift your chest, look forward. And then exhale, fold forward. Parsvottanasana. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Try to firm up the upper legs. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, inhale, bend the left knee, look forward. Exhale the breath out, just start to shift some weight forward into the left foot. Then with an inhale, lift the right leg up to the ceiling for standing splits. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your nose towards your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. See that you're not rolling towards the inside part of the left foot. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Press the outer heel down. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, bend both knees. Tuck the right knee almost to the floor behind the left foot, but don't sit down yet. Inhale, straighten both legs. Even open the right hip a little bit. Exhale, bend both knees. Spiral part way down. Inhale, extend, reach, and lift. Exhale, bend, and place the knee down on the floor. And then sit on the floor. Okay, reach the right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left side. Look over the left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. See if you could squeeze the left shoulder blade closer to the right shoulder blade to deepen the twist. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, turn to face front. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, turn to face front. Swing the left leg all the way around behind you. And exhale, step all the way back downward facing dog. Now, bring the feet together. Come forward into a plank. And then keep your right hand where it is. Rotate onto the right hand, outer edge of the right foot for side plank. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale. Do your best. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale to plank. Exhale, move the weight onto the left hand, outer edge of the left foot. Stack your feet. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Sit all the way back towards the heels and then extend the legs. Downward facing dog. With an inhale, step the right foot forward. Turn the back heel down. Reach up for warrior 1. Exhale, open the hips and arms to the side. Now, with an inhale, bring your left arm forward, parallel to your right arm, and pivot the left heel away from the floor. Then as you exhale, push off with your left toes, lift your left leg up for Virabhadrasana 3, arms reach back. We're going to do that 2 more times all the way through. So soften the right knee first. Step back with the left foot and reach the arms up with an inhale. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, reach the left arm forward as you pivot the left heel off the floor. Exhale, step forward onto that strong right leg for warrior 3. 1 more time through. Inhale, bend right knee, reach back with the left foot and reach up. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step forward, Virabhadrasana 3, and now we'll hold. Inhale. Exhale, 1, arms lengthening back. Exhale, 2, both legs strong and straight. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now soften the right knee again. Inhale, reach up, warrior 1. This time with an exhale, you're gonna bring the arms behind the back and interlock the fingers together. Inhale, straighten the right leg, lift the chest up and arch back. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring both shoulders towards the inside part of the right leg for humble warrior. Press down strongly through both heels. See if you could swing the right buttock back and down, almost like you want to pull it towards the left heel. Crown of the head moves down, arms moving away from the back. 4. Inhale. Exhale for 5. Inhale, lift all the way upright to a standing position. Woo. Exhale, open arms and hips to the side, bending the right knee. With an inhale, place the right hand down on the instep side of the right foot and reach the left arm straight up for extended side angle B variation. So for this one, the right hand is inside of the right foot, palm of the hand is almost adjacent to the heel, and then you're opening up the chest, opening up the collarbones, one straight line with the arms. With an inhale, bring the left hand to the floor next to the right hand and wiggle the right foot a few inches to the right. Pivot the left foot up towards the ceiling, and then by pushing the hands into the floor, lift your head and look forward. Then with an exhale, see about bringing the elbows down towards the floor for lizard. If that's not happening, you're welcome to stay up on the hands. Gaze is forward, chin is lifted. Exhale, breathe in. Breathe out. 2, try to straighten the back leg. For 3, squeeze the right knee in close to the midline. 4, inhale. Exhale. Now, hands to the floor if they weren't already. Straighten the arms. And then with an exhale, step all the way back to downward facing dog. All right, now we get to do that whole delicious thing on the left side. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down. Reach all the way up, warrior 1. Exhaling, open hips and arms. Inhale to bring the right arm forward, pivot the right heel up. Exhale, push off with the right toes into warrior 3, arms reach back. Now that you know what's coming, try to focus more on linking the breath and the movement together. So with an inhale, step back and reach up, warrior 1. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, step forward, Virabhadrasana 3. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you open. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, step forward, Virabhadrasana 3. This time we're holding. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Spread open the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. See if you can move the upper arm bones back and towards each other. 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now soften the left knee. Step back and reach up to warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, arms behind the back. Lace the fingers together. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Lift up the chest and arch back. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring the crown of the head towards the inside part of the left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Pull that left buttock back and down. Breathe out 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift all the way upright to a standing position. Exhale, open arms and hips, bend the left knee. Virabhadrasana 2 or warrior 2. Inhale, place the left hand on the instep side of the left foot. Right arm reaches straight up. Exhale, stay. Arms reaching strongly in both directions. 2, inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, right hand to the floor. Wiggle the left foot a few inches to the left. Lift your head and chest, look forward, pushing the hands into the floor, and then see about bringing the elbows down in the direction of the floor. If it's not happening, of course, feel free to stay up on the hands instead. 1, inhale, straighten the back leg, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Try to move the shoulders out away from the ears. For 4, inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Bring the hands to the floor if they weren't there already. Exhale, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Bring the feet and the legs together. Inhale into plank. Exhale, bend the knees to the right and push your seat back towards your feet. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the knees over to the left. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees right side. Try to breathe with it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees left side. Inhale out to a plank. One more time, each side. Go for it. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Last times. Exhale, left. Inhale, plank. And now exhale, lower the knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat all the way back to the feet, and then extend the legs. Downward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out one, try to even out the breath. Inhales, sound and feel like the exhales. 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, hover, step feet to hands. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, stand up and release the arms. Okay, twisting. Everybody's favorite part, including mine. Bend your knees and reach your arms overhead. Chair pose or Utkatasana. With an exhale, bring the hands to prayer and twist to the right side. Hook your left upper arm outside of your right knee. Bend the knees even more. Squeeze the inner knees together. 1. Inhale, press the palms of the hands together strongly for 2. Inhale, try to move the right shoulder blade towards the left shoulder blade. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Reach the left hand down and try to touch either the floor next to the right foot or a block or a book or a can of tomatoes or whatever you have over there. And reach the right arm straight up. Then step the left foot back to a long lunge for standing spinal twist. And then the right arm reaches over the right ear. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now we're going to slowly backtrack. Start by reaching the right arm up. With an inhale, step the left foot forward next to the right foot. With an exhale, press the palms of the hands together. Keeping the knees deeply bent, reach the arms up to the center, and then exhale, stand up and release the arms. Phew. Now we get to do the other side. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer, twist to the left side. You think that's hard, you should try talking while doing it. Just kidding. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. You're like, we have no sympathy for you, Jessica. You're torturing us this morning. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Sit a little bit lower so that you can reach the right hand down for the floor, a block, a Harry Potter book, whatever you've got near you. And then step the right foot back for standing spinal twist. Left arm reaches all the way overhead. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Try to turn the chest even more. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Now we're going to backtrack. So start by reaching the left arm up. Step the right foot forward next to the left foot. Press the palms of the hands together. And then with the knees deeply bent, reach the arms up to the center. Stand up, arms alongside the body. All right. Step the left foot back about 2 feet or so. Reach the left arm up. And then place the left hand all the way across to the right side of the right foot. And reach the right arm up to the ceiling for rotated triangle. Press down through both heels super strongly. Try to have both legs straight if possible, or at least moving in that direction. Squeeze the upper inner thighs towards each other like a pair of scissors. And then with an inhale, lift all the way upright. Exhale, step forward, feet together. Step the right foot back. Reach the right arm up. Then place the right hand all the way across to the left side of the left foot. Reach left arm up, Parivrita Trikonasana, or rotated triangle. Press down through both heels. Energetically squeeze the upper thighs together. Turn the chest, reach through the arms. With your next inhale, lift all the way upright. And exhale, step forward, feet together. Okay, twisting, check. Turn to face the side, any side, and open the feet wide apart. Hands on your waist. Turn your toes a little bit in towards each other, so make sure that the feet aren't turning out, not even a little bit. With an inhale, lift up your chest and arch back. And with an exhale, fold forward over both legs. Start with the hands on the floor between the feet. Inhale a breath. Exhale, fold forward. Top of the head reaches down in the direction of the floor. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale, head and chest lift. Exhale, hands on the waist. Inhale, stand all the way upright. And then bring the hands behind the back and interlock the fingers together into one fist. Inhale, lift up the chest. Pull the upper arm bones towards each other behind the back. Exhale, fold forward, crown of the head reaching in the direction of the floor. Arms reach away from the back for 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale, stand all the way up, straightening both legs. Exhale, hands on your waist. Now turn the right foot out to the right and turn the left foot in at a little bit of an angle. With an inhale, bring the arms out to shoulder height. And with an exhale, bend the right knee like warrior 2. Inhaling, place the right hand on the instep side of the right foot. Left arm reaches straight up. And then everybody can take the left arm around behind the back, almost like you want to sort of reach to touch the outer right hip or something. Now you can either stay like this in a half bind with one arm behind the back and one hand on the floor, or you can reach the right arm underneath the right leg and take a bind here. So on this side, the right hand would want to encircle the left wrist, or use a towel or a shirt or a belt or something to lengthen the arms there. Lean your right shoulder back against your right leg, and then slowly start to extend the right leg for a bound triangle. Roll your left shoulder up and back a little bit more. Bend the right knee. Place the right hand down, reach the left arm up. With an inhale, lift all the way upright to a standing position. Exhale, release. Hands onto your waist. Turn the feet around. So turn the left foot out now. Right foot turns in. Inhale, lift the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, bend the left knee. Place the left hand down inside of the left foot. Right arm reaches up. Now everyone can take that right arm around behind the back. And then up to you, you can either stay like that, or you can reach the left arm underneath the left leg for a bind. On this side, eventually the left hand encircles the right wrist. Don't worry if that's not happening just yet. Lean the left shoulder into the left knee, try to spread open the front of the chest. And then slowly, slowly start to extend the left leg. It doesn't have to straighten all the way. Make sure you're still breathing. So even if the knee has to be a little bit bent for now, that's fine. Just breathe into it. Eventually it will go the direction you want it to go. And then bend the left knee, place the left hand down, reach the right arm up, and then inhale, stand all the way upright. Exhale, hands on your waist, parallel your feet. And bring your feet about halfway in. So your feet are gonna be about a little wider than hip width distance or so. Bring the hands together and then bend the knees and come down into a deep squatting position, just like we did in the warm up there. Now you're gonna reach the right arm and actually just notice how I'm gonna slide my right arm a little bit more down so that the right knee is closer to the outer right armpit. Then I'm gonna press my right hand into the floor and reach the left arm up and back. Then everybody, again, can take the left arm behind the back and stay there, or you can bring the right arm around the front of the right shin and try to connect the hands together. Look over the left shoulder, try to push the left knee a little bit away from the midline so that it's not falling inwards towards the center. And then press the right hand down, reach the left arm up, and bring the hands together at the center of the chest. Now now notice again how at first I'm gonna slide my left knee higher up towards my outer deltoid and outer armpit, and then reach the left arm out in front. Reach the right arm up and back. And again, you have a choice of either coming into a half bind here or coming into a full bind with the hands together. Again, push the right knee a little bit out to the right so it's not falling inwards towards the midline. Lift and spread your chest as best you can here and keep breathing. Good, we're gonna reverse it. So press left hand down, right arm up, and then bring the hands together at the center. Now, place the hands on the floor and lift your hips up to fold forward over your legs. Ooh, hello hips. Nice to meet you this morning. Okay, once we've given the hips a little bit of a chance to rest, then you're gonna come back into a squatting position. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, even if you didn't know it. So again, you're gonna slide the right arm so that the knee is more towards the outer portion of the armpit. Press the right hand down, reach the left arm up. Take either the half bind or the full bind here, wrapping the arms around the front of the right leg. Then you're gonna wiggle the left foot, heel to the left foot a little bit more towards the middle of where your feet just were. Shift weight into the left foot and start to press the left foot down into the floor as you come up to a standing position for standing Marichasana. Ooh, you can do it. Don't worry if you lost it, either give it another try or something. And then slowly bend the standing knee and see if you can gently step the right foot to the floor. Wiggle the left foot out to the left. Open out the arms and bring the hands together. So those of you who are not as familiar with my class, I always like to include something that feels almost impossible so that we all have something to sort of work on and work towards. So, take it for what you will and try your best, and we'll go ahead and go to the other side. So slide the left knee as high up the back of the left upper arm as possible. Reach out through the arms and take either your half bind or your full bind here. Then you're gonna wiggle the right foot a bit more in towards the middle. Shift the weight over to the right foot, press down into the right foot and see if you can lift the left foot off the floor. Perhaps coming up to a standing position. Straighten the right leg, lift the center of the chest. If you lose the bind, no problem. You can always, if you lose the bind, you can always just hold your foot and try to stand upright, right? So don't worry if the bind isn't happening for you. And then bend the right knee, see if you could step the left foot gently to the floor. Wiggle the feet out wide and then open up the arms again. Hands to prayer, sit up tall, and then bring the hands to the floor and fold forward over your legs. Yes. All right, so now we're going to practice inversions for 5 minutes. So if you have your inversion practice, we're going to do a little bit of handstand, a little bit of forearm stand, a little bit of headstand, those 3 main inversions. If you have a practice, you're going to just go ahead and do your thing for the handstand portion, the forearm stand portion, the headstand portion. If you're new to it, don't panic. I'm going to go through the steps very, very slowly so that those of us who are newer to the practice can work on it together. So if you're doing your own thing, handstand's going to come first. Go ahead and go for it. If you're not sure what to do, you're going to start in a downward facing dog with me. And then we're going to walk the hands forward about a third of the way. I mean, walk the feet forward. They're kind of like hands, but they're on your legs. We're going to walk the feet forward. And then look between your hands. Press the hands down strongly and lift the left leg up. And then practice bending the right knee and bringing the left toes almost to touch the floor. Then as you straighten the right leg, you're going to lift the left leg high. Do that again. Bend the right knee, lower the left toes down. And then as you extend, you lift the left leg up. Now you can continue that exact same motion, or we're going to take 3 hops with it. So I'm bending my right knee, and then I'm just going to add a little tiny hop and come down again. And you could add a little tiny hop and come down. 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. Hop and come down. Both feet onto the floor. Let's switch sides. So lift the right leg up and bend the left knee and bring the right toes to touch the floor. And then no hop for the first 2 times. You're just going to straighten your left leg and reach your right leg up. And then bend your left knee and bring the right toes down. Again, straighten the left leg, reach the right leg up. Bend the knee, touch the toes to the floor. You can do that 3 more times or add a little bitty hop to it. Ready? Go. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale as you hop. Exhale as you come down. Inhale to go up. Exhale to go down. And everybody take a short little rest. Okay, good. So even if hopping isn't for you today, that's okay. It's, as you might have noticed, even just raising and lowering the leg is very, very strengthening and very active. So you can still get a lot out of the practice, even if you're not adding those hops in, okay? So next will be forearm stand or Pinchamayurasana. So again, if you have a forearm stand practice or you know what you want to work on in your forearm stand, then just go ahead and begin on your own. If you're not sure what to do or you need a refresher, then you're going to start with me. So those who are going with me, start on your hands and knees. Bring your elbows down to the floor where your hands just were. Forearms to the floor, forearms parallel, fingers spreading. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees up and back. So you're in like a downward dog, but with your elbows down on the floor. And then look at the space between your elbows. Find like a speck of dust or a dog hair or a dot of sweat or something to look at. Then step the right foot just a little bit more forward and lift the left leg up. We're going to start the exact same way. You're going to bend the right knee and touch the left toes to the floor. Left leg is straight. With an inhale, straighten and extend. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale, straighten, extend, and lift. Exhale, bend and lower. Either repeat the same or add a hop this time. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Exhale fully and then inhale to go again. Exhale, lower. Inhale to go again. Exhale, lower, and then let's switch sides. Left foot to the floor, right leg lifts up. Exhale, bend the left knee, lower the right toes down. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, bend and lower, and then inhale, lift up. Exhale, inhale again. Exhale fully and deeply, and then when the inhale starts, go again. And then come down, and everybody take a rest. Whew, all right. Those are very, as you can feel, they're very invigorating, which is actually a really good thing, especially because our lives in general have slowed down quite a bit. So our normal day-to-day movements are also sort of slow and steady. But having some of that sort of ability to upregulate the system, that ability to sort of pick up your breath and pick up your heart pace is really good. So last one. So for those of you with the headstanding practice already, go ahead and come into your headstand as you normally would. And then for those of you who are just coming to the practice or just need a refresher, then come again to your elbows, just like we did for forearm stand. Only this time we're going to bring the hands all the way together and clasp the fingers together. Now, see if you could tuck your head right behind your wrists there and just gently touch the head to the floor. Not a lot of pressure there. Then tuck the toes under and lift the knees up so that you're in a downward dog shape, but with the head down on the floor. Now you can stay like this for today, both feet on the floor. Or if you're feeling quite adventurous, you could bend one knee into the chest and keep the other foot on the floor. Hold that for a few breaths and then maybe switch sides so that you can feel the other side. So option is to have both feet on the floor the whole time, or have one foot on the floor the whole time. Or as the feet start to feel lighter with more practice, you're going to lift the feet up off the floor and unfold the legs. Okay, whichever version of headstand you're working on, go ahead and come down and rest. Okay, and then go ahead and lay down on the abdomen with the arms alongside the body, head resting on the floor. Bring the arms behind the back, interlock the hands together, lift the arms high up away from the back, and then lift the head, the chest, and the legs up for Shalabhasana. With an exhale, slowly release down. Bend both knees and then reach back and catch hold of the ankles. And inhale, lift up by kicking the ankles back into the hands. With an exhale, slowly release down. One more time, bend the knees. Reach back, hold onto the ankles. And then with an inhale, go ahead and lift up. Dhanurasana, second time. And then slowly release down. Place the hands on the floor. Parallel the legs. Inhale, lift forward and up into upward dog. Try to lift the thighs and the knees even 1 more centimeter away from the floor. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Lift high onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, look forward, hop or step all the way through to sit down. And then lay down on the back. Bring the feet flat onto the floor, parallel and about hip width distance apart. And then lift the hips up. Bring the arms behind the back and interlace the hands together, rolling the upper arm bones underneath you. Press the heels down in order to lift the hips up a little bit higher. Press the arms down and see if you can spread the chest open even more. Soften the neck and the throat, so no tension in any part of the neck, front, sides, back. Separate the hands, slowly release down. Now, you're of course welcome to repeat half wheel, the shape we've just done. Otherwise, we're going to be moving into 3 wheels, 5 breaths each, Urdhva Dhanurasana. So start by placing the hands on the floor either side of your head. And then with an inhale, go ahead, press down, lift up either of the 2 back bends. Breathe deeply in both directions. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chin to the chest. Slowly release down. Take a couple of breaths to rest here. And then prepare, second time. Place the hands, place the feet. With an inhale, press down to lift up. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, and chin to the chest. Slowly release down. So back bends are another very up-regulating shape. So they help us to kind of get the energy and the blood moving. They're very uplifting, right? So if we're having kind of a down day or kind of a gray day, it can be really helpful to purposefully upregulate and get some chi moving in the body, or some prana as we call it in yoga. Okay, so third time's a charm. And it really is that third one, even though there's a sense of resistance in the mind sometimes, the third one really does the trick. So here we go. Place the hands, place the feet. With an inhale, go on and lift up. Chin to the chest and slowly release down. And then go ahead and hug the knees into the chest. Bring both knees over to the left side of the body. Look over the right shoulder for a reclined twist. Bring the knees all the way back up to the center and then go the other way. Bring the knees all the way up to the center and then come on up to a seated position. Sit all the way up. Straighten the legs forward out in front of you. Flex the feet and fold forward for Paschimottanasana. Hold onto the feet, or if it's difficult to hold the feet, you could loop a towel or a shirt or a belt around the feet. Good, lift all the way upright to a seated position. Bend both knees into the chest and open the knees out to the sides. Hold onto the feet or the ankles and fold forward for Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Lift all the way upright. Now keep the shape of the legs the same, but lay down on your back for Supta Baddha Konasana. So reclining on your back with your knees out to the sides, feet touching. You can either stay here in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can set up for shoulder stand practice, so Lamba Sarvangasana. So shoulder stand would be with the legs going up and the hands supporting the back. You're balancing on the shoulders. The back of the head is touching the floor, but no tension in the neck. So try not to push and pull the neck muscles here. Try to energize up through the inner aspect of the leg if you're in shoulder stand, so really reaching up through the big toes and the inner aspect of the leg. And then for those who are in shoulder stand, now you're going to lower the feet behind and come into plow pose or halasana. If the feet don't end up touching the floor, just keep the knees bent and touch the knees onto the forehead. If the feet do end up touching the floor, you're going to clasp the hands behind the back and stretch the arms. And then for those in plow, start to roll down out of it. If you were working on shoulder stand, you're going to come into fish. So lifting the chest, crown of the head to the floor, pressing down into the elbows, pressing down through the legs. And then lift the chin to the chest, slowly release down. And then bend the knees into the chest and roll over towards the right side, coming on up to a seated position. We're going to practice meditation first, and then there'll be the option for shavasana or relaxation after. So find a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit up on blocks or blankets or pillows. You can even sit in a chair, but try to sit upright. And try to balance the head directly over the trunk. Center of chest lifts, upper arm bones plug back slightly for more ease in the flow of the breath. And just let the breath be natural. So natural cycles of breath. Don't force anything or try to control the breath. And for the next few cycles of breath, when you feel an exhale, see if you could let your seat like heavy a little bit more against your cushion or your chair. Repeat that a few times so that with each exhale, it feels like you're sort of settling a little bit more into the earth. And then maintain that connection to the seat But with the next few breaths, on an inhale, see if you could sit up a little bit taller. Or even just feeling sort of an inner lift, even if it doesn't manifest as a physical lift. So now, both with that sense of groundedness and that sense of upliftment, maintain that and just focus in on the feeling of the breath. Just noticing each inhale as it passes into the body, each exhale as it passes out of the body. And we can, by focusing on the breath, or by relating to the breath, we might be able to give rise to this feeling of interconnectedness with all of life on this planet. Right? Like one thing to remember is that, you know, your breath, this breath is brought to you by the trees and the algae of the planet, right? So as you're inhaling, all the trees are sort of exhaling, and as you're exhaling, all the trees are inhaling. So we're all just breathing together as this one organism in some sense. Or we could remember that breath is the thing that we share with all sentient beings on this planet. So we share breath, certainly every human being on this planet has, has the same breath. We all breathe the same way. And then even the birds breathe little tiny inhales and little tiny exhales. Even the fish, right? Even though they have a different mechanism for being able to breathe under the water, they still breathe in and out just the same that we do. So in that way, just keep expanding your imagination to sort of include all of the beings that breathe into your awareness and into your compassionate heart. And then you can either stay in meditation or you can lay down for shavasana or relaxation. And then start to deepen the breath. Start to bring some movement into the body. Give yourself a little stretch. And make your way up to a seated position if you were laying on your back. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning and for your commitment to your practice and for being here together and supporting one another. I hope to see you again soon. Feel free to, email me any questions you might have or anything like that. I'd be happy to address them or even plan a class to address your questions. I really love being with you every other morning. So thanks for that. It's keeping me going as well. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Jessica.